Wkbw temperature at 75 degrees. The complete forecast follows the news from KB Action Central. Well, President Kennedy takes the Berlin crisis to the nation tonight, but first he'll outline his plan for meeting the situation in a session this morning with congressional leaders. Elsewhere in Washington, a Labor Department report to be released today will show a rise in the cost of living for the month of June. KB now crisscrosses the nation. South of the Mason-Dixon line, KB's Dixie Newsmen report 53 persons were injured in a train collision near Macon, Georgia. A WKBW profile of death on the highway this morning. 4 persons were killed in a truck car smash-up near Durand, Wisconsin. Across the Caribbean, KB sources in Havana revealed that Cuban Premier Castro may release the 38 passengers and crew members of a hijacked U.S. commercial airliner, but reportedly will hold the plane itself for exchange for Cuban planes impounded in the U.S. Meanwhile, KB's Far East News Bureau learned today that Russia has captured an 83-ton Japanese survey ship off the northern Kuril Islands. And finally in the news, the world of show business tonight will pay tribute to one of its old-timers with the Eddie Cantor Golden Jubilee Salute at Hollywood's Coconut Grove. The evening is being sponsored by singer Eddie Fisher and a committee of entertainers. Among the celebrities who will attend are Frank Sinatra, Elizabeth Taylor, Tony Curtis, Audrey Hepburn, and Dean Martin.
I just went and told my honey to keep our days bright and sunny. I'm gonna start in saving money at the Savings Bank of New York State. You'll find it's fun when you're saving for fun. At a savings bank, you get more interest dividends too, where your money works only for you. So why not go and tell your honey to keep your days bright and sunny? You're gonna start in saving money at the Savings Bank of New York State.
You'll be in good company, too. 2 out of every 3 New York Staters save at a savings bank. That's over 11 million people, and no other kind of bank even comes close to that number. The reason is plain. Savings banks pay you the highest interest dividends of any bank in the state.
So why not go and tell your honey you're going to start in saving money at the Savings Bank of New York State.
Members of the Federal Deposit Insurance Corporation.
It's the weatherman. Take the cue and tell us what the weather's going to do.
Continued warm and humid today, tonight and tomorrow with changeable skies and isolated afternoon or evening thunder showers. High today near 85 with the low tonight between 65 and 70. The current KB reading 75 degrees. Humidity at 76%. The winds are from the southwest at 10 miles an hour. Last week's KB News tipster was Russ Parcino of Buffalo, who won himself $15.20.
Repeating, the K-Big story of the moment.
The president takes the Berlin problem to the nation tonight.
More news any moment. More news any moment. More news any moment. Yes, you get 43 beans in every cup of new Nescafe. Real coffee beans, that's all there is in new Nescafe. 43 beans make every cup of new Nescafe. The all-coffee instant coffee. Richest aroma and taste.
Sniff the all-coffee aroma. Taste the satisfying flavor. That's new Nescafe with 43 rich, deep-roasted beans in every cup. In new Nescafe, the accent is on coffee.
The all-coffee instant coffee. Richest aroma and taste.
Well, I'm glad you counted them like that. 21 after 9. Now you know how many there are.
WKBW temperature at 75 degrees. The complete forecast follows the news from KB Action Central. WKBW, with regional sources second to none, was first to learn this morning that a 16-year-old Buffalo youth was killed, another seriously injured in an auto smash-up at Nantucket, Massachusetts. Fatally injured in the mishap was R. Douglas Rumsey, the son of Mr. and Mrs. Douglas R. Rumsey of 148 Summer Street here in Buffalo. In serious condition at Nantucket Cottage Hospital is 19-year-old Kenneth Neal, the son of Mr. and Mrs. Alan Neal of 2536 West Oakfield Road, Grand Island. Picking the KB police blotter, 17-year-old Frank Stefano of 64 Fruhoff will be arraigned in youth court today on the first-degree robbery charge in connection with a spur-of-the-moment stick-up yesterday at the Black Rock Riverside Savings and Loan Association at 1534 Hurdle Avenue on Buffalo's north side. In other KB News headlines this morning, President Kennedy is meeting with Democratic Congress members this morning, briefing them on what he will report to the nation tonight in a radio-TV talk on the Berlin situation. Meanwhile, voting starts today in the Senate on President Kennedy's catch-all farm bill, with senators of both parties predicting that most basic sections of the measure will be accepted. Reports from Havana say the 38 persons being held in Havana since their U.S. airliner was hijacked yesterday may be released shortly, but the plane may be held in Cuba. And finally in the news, President Bourguiba of Tunisia says he is asking for a new meeting of the UN Security Council on his nation's dispute with France over the Bizerti naval base. WKBW Good Time, 9.5 before 10.
It's the weatherman. Take the cue. And tell us what the weather's going to do.
Considerable cloudiness today and tonight, with showers and possibly thunder showers. High today between 80 and 85. A low tonight in the upper 60s. Tomorrow mostly sunny and hot again. Isolated afternoon or evening thunder showers likely. The current KB reading 75 degrees. Humidity at 76%. And the winds are from the southwest at 10 miles an hour.
Repeating, the K big story of the moment.
Buffalo youth killed in New England auto accident.
More news any moment. More news any moment. More news.